town also known as Little Chicago, it's time for the Friday Night Gamble, featuring Matt Walsh and his co-host Surprise of Charlottesville, Virginia, Raymond Hitman Brooks. I'm Tony P. and tonight's special guest is none other than Drew Burgess. So sit back, grab a drink, and it's time to roll the dice. Now let's get it started and hand it off to Statesville Troubadour himself, Matt Walsh.
Hi, honey. How you doing? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Friday Night Gamble. Ray, I think it's the 8th episode, ain't that right?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Don't be fooled by imitators. Fear the what?
The originators.
Yeah, man. We got one here tonight. Mr. Drew Burgess. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right,
Thank you for making that long drive down from Asheville.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
how long did you have to drive, man?
Like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I remember. I know that trip well, and me and Ray know it well. Ray, how about the time we drove from Asheville after 5 Walnut and the rain? Remember that mess?
Man.
It rained non-stop on us.
Yes.
I mean, non-stop, man. The whole way until we got
up the mountain and down the mountain.
and then we got to 311, which was about 15 miles from our house, and it stopped.
Straight.
Well, that's just the way things go, folks. But when you got lemons, you make
Lemonade.
well, you make a lot of times
I'm
you make
confused.
lemonade. Sunny Margaritas, Clubtails.
Club
Clubtails have come out with a lemon margarita. Have y'all seen this, Hitman?
Nope.
Now, Hitman, I turned him on to the Clubtails a couple weeks ago, and you know, you just like Mookie. You
Nice.
well, we now and all you just you ended up with an affliction like me. We're strong advocates of the Clubtail.
Yes. And
So,
I
folks-
approve this message.
And I approve it too, brother.
So where do you buy these club tails?
You get them, man.
The vending machine.
Now, I'm
at the
gonna
motel.
listen, Tony P. I'm gonna tell you what. You've been through a lot last week. You deserve a club tail. And I apologize for these fools we brought up in
Well,
the
you saw my
studio.
picture of my tequila bottle.
Yeah,
So,
man.
Yeah, that was all
Yeah,
because
man.
of you guys.
Well, it wasn't because of us.
Y'all
Those
laughed.
guys.
Our
You
friends.
guys laughed.
Well, not really even our friends.
Yeah, they were talking shit about both y'all.
Yeah, I know.
So-
Hey,
Even
listen,
Slim?
you think we haven't felt it on
Yeah.
social media this week? You're crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
we've gotten all kinds.
Slim was telling me he taught you how to play.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What, in like a messaging, like a?
No, on the show the other day.
Oh yeah.
When we were
I
out
must have
talking,
missed that.
yeah.
I was on a cruise.
He sent me a bill for doing the show last week.
Did he?
Yes.
Are you
yes.
kidding
Wow.
me, man?
Crazy.
I had everything on the writer. I had it all lined up, so they should not have had one issue, but they did. And then, I mean, this Buddy Hardwood guy, I mean, what the fuck? He turned into a werewolf
Wow.
at the end.
Tony P, listen, I have to apologize to Tony P. I apologize to you for
I
ever
accept
setting
your
you up
apology.
with some wackos like that,
I mean,
man. And I apologize to our audience. We never imagined. Look, you know, Ray, you remember the night when we were hanging out with Hitman, Slim, and Buddy, and it seemed like a good time. I swear to God, they put roofies in our drink when we agreed to sign the
They were
I
contract.
don't even remember.
I don't remember the night.
Yeah.
I don't even know how we got home.
Well, they were totally the type to put
Look,
cookies in your drink.
Look,
so.
I woke up in Hitman Slim's chicken coop.
Man, I got back in town, the liquor cabinet, everything is gone. And then he gonna send me a bill
What the hell, man?
for
Well,
the liquor that he took from me.
You know, Buddy's been harassing. Listen, let's just put it all behind us, y'all. I hope we can put it behind us. And welcome our guest, the damn Rockabilly
man.
Troubadour
Hey,
tonight.
hey.
Hey, man.
Oh, thank you guys.
Well,
Thank you.
let us just shut up. We've been talking enough, and you've been driving a long ways. Why don't you
No,
just
man,
hit
it's
us
cool.
with one of them good old numbers you got there, man?
All right. Well, we'll start this off with some doo-wop.
All right,
3/4
man.
time.
All right.
A song called Wilder Things.
What key you got it in?
Man, it's in B flat.
Let's do the damn thing.
I went for a drive after midnight to the sound of you quietly breaking barriers. I long to find you shimmering, dreaming deep of the wilder things, and the feeling's gone in the morning. Show me your highlights and dog-eared pages. Baby, everything about you is an art. And right now, this very moment, don't you feel like you could fall apart? Do you seek or search for pleasure?
Yeah.
'Cause I long to find you shimmering, dreaming deep of the wilder things, and the feeling's gone in the morning. Seek or search for pleasure? 'Cause I long to find you shimmering, dreaming deep of the wilder things, and the feeling's gone by the morning. Yeah.
Yeah!
Man.
Whoa!
You better put that thing down before it lights your clothes on fire, man. Man.
Man, that was hot, man.
Check that thing for burn and the
I
depreciation.
tell you what,
of
man,
value.
I like them old rockabilly ballads, man. That was
Yeah.
fantastic, man.
Thank you, Matt.
Fantastic.
Thank you,
My
Raymond.
God.
Was it original?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That was an original tune.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're all about
Yeah,
on here.
man.
This damn, you got this rockabilly thing under control, son.
Man, I'm trying to keep it rowdy though.
Oh my God. Well, we're gonna
Switch it up.
we probably gonna get a little rowdy a little bit later on. You
Yeah,
know?
man.
But let's do a little team drink. Tonight we just decided to, well, you know, pull off one of these natural lights here. Whatever you got at home, you know, just, you know, roll a little smoke, you know, take a little drink, you know, whichever you got to do to y'all. Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you, Hitman.
Thank you for having
Yeah, that was
me.
a good jam. I like that. I like that.
That was
stuff.
so
That's
tight.
nice. That's nice. People don't play that kind of stuff no more. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's people don't play that kind of stuff anymore.
A lot of people do on the underground though. If you know where to look.
If you know where to look, like I
Mhm.
suppose, yeah.
Unpopular music.
Off the stuff on YouTube that I was watching when I was a child. You know, when I was, you know, I was looking at where you come up here today. We were down there. Me and Kelly were looking at that stuff, and I mean, man, that stuff. If you don't know who Gene Vincent is or Johnny Burnett, now that's a real rockabilly. And that came before Elvis Presley. You know, that, you know, a lot of people think Elvis Presley put out the rockabilly, but you know, if you really want to go for that real stuff, Johnny Burnett, and Gene Vincent.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's give a team drink to you
Cheers.
out here.
All right.
And cheers to you.
Cheers.
Fella back here. I tell you what, man.
Hollywood, take
He
note.
had a rough week.
You know,
Tell you
I
what.
do the best I can. You know, I do the best I can. But this guy went through a hell of a beating last week. He's just out of the hospital, and he did sustain some rib bruising to the ribs.
Buddy popped him in the lip too.
Yeah, but his ribs are really messed up, man. He's got a brace on. You can't see it right now. We got a pillow.
I mean, I don't even like him, and I started feeling sorry for him.
it was sad.
I mean,
you know,
it
you
was,
listen, man.
I-
You know,
Tagged him in the mouth.
it's unbelievable, man. I opened my house to these people, and they come over, and I mean, this guy. It's bad enough that he doesn't even have a job right now.
And you gotta feel bad for them twice, because they're half cuddly creature, half man.
Well, I don't know if we go
So
that
you
far.
kinda-
I don't know if we
you're
go
like-
that far, but the thing is that this guy's already out of work, and then Buddy comes over, and Buddy's on. I don't know. He's on like Social Security somehow. He's only like 48 or something, but he's on Social Security.
That's
and,
that government check.
Yeah, and so he just comes over here
Being a
and
sheriff.
beats. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, when he told me he was a sheriff, I was like, "What? You were a sheriff?"
Tony P, I apologize.
Yeah,
I really do.
I think I should have got a little bit of more warning, but
Did y'all see him turn into a goddamn werewolf on fucking TV?
Yeah, man.
Dude.
He turned into a fucking werewolf.
They're gonna make movies about that someday, man.
Well, I mean, the guy killed. They had him up for like murder in Marshall, North Carolina, where he was a sheriff. He
remember
killed
that.
like 5 or
I
6
remember
people.
that.
He's crazy.
and you
They
let
were
my-
talking about killing Terry Quist. Did you hear that shit?
No, I didn't.
No, they were on the. I was sitting on
Did they
the.
find his Care Bear?
You must have been down there at the bar on the cruise ship when that happened.
Man.
Did you leave at some point during the episode?
I tell you, I don't know.
Well, we had a good time on the cruise, y'all. Me and Ray, we took our ladies. We went on a cruise. We've been doing the show, and I mean, we just need to blow off some steam, man. And
Get our minds right.
yeah, go out to the Bahamas, man, and it was great. It was great. Thanks for everybody that checked in on us and everything like that. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to some questions. You go ahead and hit him first, Ray, on the questions there.
Well, first question: how long have you played music, and what got you started?
Oh man. Well, I always tried to air guitar along with songs when I was a kid. My dad would jam like ZZ Top, LaGrange, and it's
Wow.
hard to not air guitar to that.
Oh
so
yeah.
when I was 9, my parents got me a guitar, and I didn't know you had to tune them. I was a real slow learner. We lived in the country.
Well, that's how it was just back,
Yeah.
back then.
Way back, but so I was 9. So in December of this year, I guess it'll be 11 years, or no, shoot, 20.
A long time.
Can't count. Yeah.
What did you not want to do with your talent?
Well, I guess I would not want to quit.
Okay.
Keep at it. Because if I quit early on, I would have never done anything. And if I stayed in a rut, like I played grungier stuff when I was younger. If I stayed on that rut, then I would have never got into the music that I'm playing now. Because I ran into super cool garage rockers, and they tied in the surf with the riffy punk stuff, and I wanted so bad to be a part of that. So that's how I tied all that together.
What you got for him, Matt Walsh?
Well, that's funny because when I was a young man, I got my first guitar when I was 12. You remind me of something. First guitar when I was 12 at a flea market. But before then, now my granddad was a tennis champion in North Carolina. They gave him he even won a championship racket, for being the champion of the state champion.
Holy cow.
And so I had that one, and I had a little racket that was my mom had bought me. It was a Spalding, just a little junior racket. And I played tennis for a while. I mean, when I was a kid, I played tennis for a while. I got good at it. But what I did with these tennis rackets initially was I used them as guitars.
Yeah.
And
Learned all your chords on the tennis
well,
racket.
I would go up to the convenience store and get Mountain Dew little 12-ounce bottles with the pop top,
Yeah.
and use those as picks.
Nice.
So I shredded this championship racket. But I mean, to me, it felt like I had two guitars. You know, I took my mama's hair ribbons and tied them around the tennis rackets as straps.
Oh man.
And like color coordinated the straps with the guitar. So, what were your goals when you started out? What did you want to do? I mean, did you think you'd be going out playing in clubs? Because you know you got your band Slow Poison. You know you had the other thing before that. The No Ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, when I was 9, I didn't really know what a club was, so I don't think I imagined.
Well,
that
of course,
right
yeah.
off,
I mean, the only thing we knew was what we saw on TV.
Really,
You had high hopes.
my initial hope was that I would be good enough to get an electric guitar.
So you
So
never had any
9-year-old me.
vision of going out and playing?
No,
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I didn't either. I mean, I never saw myself going out and playing live. Until I got with a guy that said, "Hey, well, where do you play?" And I said, "Nowhere."
So where was your first live performance, counting anything, even in playing in front of family? or something?
WQFS, I think, it's the Greensboro Guilford College station.
Yeah.
I met a guy in my hometown named Abe Reed through a mutual friend. I was probably 18 years old. He had just won some blues competition contest or something with the Blues Society or something, and went to Memphis.
Whoa.
And then a mutual friend said, "Well, y'all need to meet each other." So I went up and he was painting a house or something, something or another. And he said, "Well, bring your guitar up." I thought, well, we were going to jam, you know. I just thought it'd be a jam session, you know. And I didn't know he was auditioning me. And next thing I knew, he said, "Well, where do you play?" And I said, "Well, I don't play anywhere, man. I just play in my living room, you know."
Man.
And so the next thing I knew, my first gig, I played on the radio. And man, you know, I mean, I was thrown into this whole thing just kicking and screaming and not knowing what the hell I was doing, you know, and had to learn literally on stage.
Man.
You know? So, and that's my story, but we ain't here to hear my damn story. What are the 3 musicians that influenced you the most?
Man, like actual full-on impact overall, or like how I'm trying to play today?
Either or, you pick.
Oh man.
It's your show.
Right now I'm nah, man. Thank you though. It's right now I guess I'm trying to get to like a Danny Gatton level.
Yeah, man.
I got a
Humbler.
long way to go.
If you don't know who let me
Yeah.
stop you, because I know you won't mind. If you don't know who the Humbler is, Danny Gatton, YouTube that right now. Seriously, in Austin City Limits, episode's a good place to start. Danny Gatton, the master Telecaster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I feel a parallel there because he did the hot rods too.
Oh yeah, man.
You know, and
And that's part of your whole thing is you know, and you're into hot rod culture. You're an artist as well.
yeah, thank you.
And you do some great art.
Thanks, man.
Have you seen his artwork?
No.
Oh man, it's fantastic. Check it out.
Is it on the book?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's on,
I saw
it's on
it.
Facebook,
Yeah.
man, and
Okay.
it's fantastic,
Very
man.
good.
I mean,
Thank you.
It's really cool stuff, man. It's
Well, the cool thing is about the genre of music that we play is it's modern and old school at the same time.
Right.
So you can have, you know, one foot in the fun retro kitschiness, and then one foot in the fun tempo and the party mode, or the
man.
production levels and stuff. So
got a lot
And
going on with rock.
you can tie in like antiques and your cars,
in the
and
50s, yeah.
yeah, and your art, everything. It's all encompassing. In rockabilly, they're friends with the punks. They're friends with metalheads. You know, they're friends with the country guys.
So you're not just a one. You got a
Yeah.
lot of genres to kind of appeal
Yeah.
to. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, man.
And the blues,
Okay.
like you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
You hey man, that's something I never thought about with the rockabilly market.
Mhm.
You really do have that wide spectrum. I mean, the blues thing. If you get to be big with the blues, which is why I guess a decade ago, I love that, and I love that stuff, man. I mean, and I tip my hat to people that still honor that tradition and try to carry that music forward. For
Yep.
me, I felt like the highest you could get in that pool was to be kind of like a small fish
Yeah.
in a small pond,
And
it just translated only so far.
with production and guitar craftsmanship, everything getting continuously better with no bad quality mixed in or whatever. the tools that people have in their hands are so much better than in the old days.
You can carry it
Yeah.
forward and still have the old vibe,
Yeah, you
and
you
still
play
make
the
it
old
and
one,
make
but
it
it's-
something new.
Yeah,
you know?
so
Yeah.
if
what we
you
do is like a hybrid.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't know nothing about blues, but I ordered and put in a little jazz,
Yeah.
a little funk, but still, you know, stay in the
But
lane, the blues lane.
That's how you
Yeah.
innovate it though too, by carrying the torch. Just by
And
being
I
part
think
of
that's the thing, man. You know, I mean, the guys that we idolize, Gene Vincent,
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Burnett. I don't think those guys would want us just to copy them. You know, I
No.
think they want us to do something different. And I mean,
Mhm.
that's the thing, is to take it forward and to try to put your own stamp on it. What you're doing, man, with your Slow Poison. I mean,
I'm
it's,
trying.
it's fantastic, man. I
Thank you.
checked out the live stream last night, and it
Yeah.
sounded good, man.
Yeah, I was getting so rowdy. I'm still a little hoarse because when I know I'm only gonna do 5 songs and I don't have to play for say a half
You're gonna
hour or
blow it
something,
out.
then I just
And you should.
get up
I mean,
there
you
and
should. You should blow it out, man.
you know.
What you got, Hitman?
Well, what's your most notable experience as a musician or playing?
Man, my most notable thing I've done.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. Right now, we're a part of Holy Crap Records and Musicians Against Overdose, or Musicians for Overdose Prevention, and so it's like a charity to raise awareness and all that. And it's this competition that goes over, the month of June, and it's a pretty good cause. So it's good to be a part of that. I guess that's the most
It's in
exciting
Asheville,
thing.
right? In
Mhm.
Asheville, mhm.
Yeah, you just check it out online. All the shows are online. So, but I think that's probably the biggest thing in scope. But other than that, the most fun and awesome thing was playing at a Ramones tribute show in
Oh, wow.
Atlanta, Georgia,
Oh, wow.
with Hot Rod Walton, the Psycho DeVilles, V8 Def Car, Slim and the Jims, Bucky Lastard. There's all these great bands, and the festival. It was like a little mini festival. But man, I don't know what capacity was, but it felt like it was that with people on everyone else's shoulders too. You couldn't even stick your arms out. It was so nuts.
Which is the best, man. I
Yeah.
mean, those things, I mean, if the energy's there and,
Mhm.
and some have you ever played Five Walnut in Nashville?
No, it's
That
on my
place
to-do
is
list.
it's just
but
small as hell.
I'm
you
too
know.
wild though. Like I'd get up
Well,
there and go.
look at us. Are you,
And they'd be
you
like
think
dropping
we're,
their
you
wine
think
all
we're
over.
tame? Do you think we're tame?
No, I don't. But I'm
No,
just,
it's a place.
you
It's a
guys
place,
are-
and I know a lot of folks probably frown on it in Nashville, and they call it like a yuppie bar or whatever. But all kinds of walks of life come through there, man.
There's so much good stuff there.
And tourists come through there, but it's a little room that you can do that, where you can
Mhm.
get crazy as hell,
Mm-hmm.
and it feels. I mean, to me, I don't know about you. How do y'all feel? What do you like playing to a large crowd? Like I mean, I've played to thousands of people. I've played to a little. Somehow the little clubs, that little tiny atmosphere.
I have
Where
only
you're just
played to
right
my
up
wife before.
When you
Like I've gone to play a show and Meg was the only person in the crowd to watch us.
right. Hey, I have too. We all have.
Yeah.
But to me personally, there's something about those little clubs that I mean, man, if I became a household name tomorrow, I'd still go to my hometown in Statesville and play at Red Buffalo, just
Yeah.
because it's that little tiny place
Yep.
where people. And there's something 50s about that too, man.
Yeah.
To where I mean, you think about like
Juke joint.
like you think about like Howlin' Wolf and Junior Parker, Elvis Presley. All these people played in like little tiny places,
Mhm.
at times, or little high school auditoriums.
That's like the best part of Asheville, though, is all the venues are like that.
They're little tiny places.
Every one of them is like cinder block walls,
Right.
hubcaps on the wall, like at Fleetwood's. It is so cool.
And
Lazy
I think we just
Diamond.
lost the moth light
Yeah,
up
I
there.
know.
Yeah, no, that's a bad thing, man.
Yeah.
That's,
Stay open venues will help.
sad what the way things are. So, any pet peeves as a musician?
Not. I don't want to come off as a cork sniffer at all.
Hold on a second. Mike Rushing, are you out there? You cork sniffer. You. This guy you just hit an inside
Yeah.
joke with one of our big
I saw
viewers
it all.
here. So, was that planned?
No.
Okay.
But I mean,
All right.
I had seen that though.
All right.
Look at that.
Yeah,
It was
okay.
implanted in
All
there.
right. Good
So,
deal. Good
but
deal.
not to
to be a cork
of the
sniffer.
What's a
cork sniffer
cork sniffer?
variety.
What's a cork sniffer?
That's like those jerks that taste wine and spit it back out, and they do this with the cup on
Right.
their nose to
Right.
sniff it.
It's like those
They're
folks that.
sniffing. They
It's like those
uncorking
folks that drink the they drink like the marshmallow, Lucky Charms infused cinnamon hot Texas Pete IPA.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That's
like where it's got 20 words in it.
Wow.
That's a cork sniffer.
And then they go, oh yeah, that's.
But I'm not that, you know. Just
We're not
So,
that because we're
whatever.
drinking natural light tonight. We like doing our team
yeah,
drink.
we
Let's
have
do
to
our
keep-
team
We
drink.
have to keep it real.
Come on, man.
This
let's just
completely-
drink some damn
This
beer.
takes away any claims.
Good God
for
Almighty,
being
me
a
and
cork
Ray are old
sniffer.
men. You know, we're trying not to gain pounds, y'all. What the hell? I used to laugh at people for drinking this shit.
We grown.
Yeah, I just turned 30 and Matt
Grown
just turned
folks beer.
31. But not
Well.
to be a cork sniffer. But when you're playing an electric, I don't like to see cowboy chords
Yeah.
because the open strings are so ugly. You know.
Well, you got to play. Man, that is crazy. You know, sometimes I think life is a damn simulation.
Yeah.
I think it's just like a freaking computer.
Why did you dream about that?
No, because me and Kelly came up here, my lady came up here earlier, and she was playing the Strat for the first time. She never played a Strat. She said, ooh, ugh, G chord sounds nasty on
Yep.
this. But you got to play it right. You got to play it like Marty Stewart.
Yeah,
on a
I
telly,
mean, you
know
gotta
what I mean?
play
You gotta
everything
do
like
it
Marty
right.
Stewart.
Yeah, you got
Even death metal. Just if you're in doubt, play the death metal like Marty Stewart would.
Me and Ray went and
You'll
saw
be all
Marty
right.
Stewart before all this shutdown. Man, wasn't that some hot?
Yeah, well.
Kenny
Oh, that's
Bonds.
my number 2.
Ah,
You asked my 3 guitar players. We just got number 2.
okay, well let's hear it. Lay it on me.
That's
Marty
number
Stewart?
2. Marty Stewart.
We could go. I could go on
man.
and on. I got a signed
Number 3,
autographed
Setzer.
album.
We already know Setzer.
Well, Setzer.
We don't have to talk about Setzer.
Get out of here. I mean, that guy.
But Marty Stewart, man.
I mean, we're
Beat
talking about
Bender,
yeah. So you got Danny, you got
Yep.
Marty, and you got
Trying.
Who was the bass player?
Setzer.
He was smooth.
God, what is his name?
With
He
Setzer?
plays with Marty.
He,
I'm drawing a damn blank.
There's like 3 different ones. 'cause
Nah,
he's
he
played
plays
for
he
No,
plays
he
lap
plays-
steel. He plays pedal steel too. He was
Oh, really?
serious. But no, I got a signed autographed album, Marty Stewart. All the
No
guys in the
kidding.
band for my birthday. Yeah.
No
Kelly
kidding.
gave me one. Yeah.
Oh man,
Fantastic.
that's crazy.
God, that was fantastic, man. Can you believe we saw that shit?
It was a good show.
Ha! Inspiring. Made me kick up my game. You know, my last gig we played out before this mess was after that, and it really made me. I felt like Marty Stewart. Like I got an injection of Marty Stewart in my
Yeah.
guitar playing. It made me go up.
We showed out.
Yeah.
We showed out. Well, we always show out. Let's show out again. Let's do a performance, man.
Yeah.
Come on, we'll get back to these questions. What you got, man?
Well,
I got the old 1950 Gibson ES 125 over here. If you
Oh,
can put
man.
that on something.
put it on there, man.
Well, all right.
Gotta hear that thing.
That's
Man,
right.
we got 2 vintage Gibsons on the stage.
Well, you can't get no better than that, man.
And up next, our guest, Mark Agnesi, is going to come examine our Gibsons and tell us, if there's infringements or if they're good ones.
Look
or-
for the rig
yeah.
rundown after the show.
Yeah, rig rundown. Oh, man, that sounds good.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
What you got?
Wow, nothing after that, dude. No, I got a new one here. It's a little spunky one. It's
Oh.
in D.
D? All right.
Yep. I left the lights on, arms over my head, bloodless and aching. I'm still dreaming. What she said to me, well, that could mean several different things. The prose she spoke of the future, backlit by a screaming storm. Metallic taste of blood on a whispering gilded tongue. And what she said to me, well, it could mean several different things. Yeah, what she said to me, well, Oh man. Man, don't you know that antique wood is really, really susceptible to fire? Put that thing out right now, man.
If Buddy Hardwell was here, it'd be good kindling.
Man, those frets are about 20 degrees hotter than the rest of the room over here.
Yes, sir. That was a
Man.
good one, man. So that's original.
That's
right?
tight. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What
Thank you.
instrument would you play if you didn't play what you're playing right now?
Oh, man. Like anything
Mm-hmm.
at what I feel like my current skill level is on this instrument, would I be that good on that one? Like
But
immediately?
Just, whatever you wanted to play.
Oh, man.
Like if you
probably
didn't
cello.
play guitar, what would you play?
I guess cello. It's,
Cello?
yeah, it's so crazy.
Really?
I feel like it.
So do you know any cello players?
Well, I mean, that's if I could play anything. But really, if I didn't play guitar, I'd learn upright bass. So I
Oh,
could
man.
still play rockabilly, you know?
Yeah, man.
But, like, anything, I would totally play cello.
Have you ever tried? Have you ever?
No. I spend too much on guitars to, you know. Those cellos are more expensive than guitars.
They definitely are.
Yikes, I can buy 2 for that. Like I'm gonna do that.
So what are you currently listening to?
Oh man.
I mean, that's always interesting. I mean, whatever you're listening to at that moment, you're going to be in, it's going to come.
Yeah.
I can listen back when we were playing music out live. Whatever I'm listening to that week is going to come through at the gig, whether
Yeah.
I can help it or not. And that's,
Yeah.
and you got to be an open receptor to just, a guy who was like a dad to me, Barry
Mhm.
Harris, old
Yeah.
guy out in Kansas, man, old guitar player. He's gone. God rest his soul. He told me, man, he said, every time I play, I stretch out.
Mhm.
And I think that's a lot of it, man. Is just trying to be an open receptor to stretch out and whatever you hear, man, is if you're really in tune with what you're doing, it's going to reflect,
Mhm.
what you're playing that week. So what are you listening to right now?
Well, right now I listen to a lot on my headphones because I'm working on the house and stuff.
Yeah, you said you were refinishing an old house. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got a baby on
yeah,
the
I
way
got a
too,
kid on the
man.
way.
Congratulations,
That's-
man.
that's why I'm redoing
Yeah, yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
Happy
Yeah.
Father's Day.
Yeah.
Happy
Father's
Father's
Day.
Day, brother. Oh wow, you didn't know that was coming.
Is it that time already?
It's there.
But
We're
I'm
here.
working on that bedroom. But I try to listen to as much of my local people as I can.
That's cool.
But I feel like in the Asheville scene, there's
Asheville.
man. Well, my favorite is Cadaverous, and all their songs are really surfy and dark and about disastrous themes, like the
Right.
lyric content. It's
Right.
really crazy. And they cover Devo, which is always like, that's super cool. And then I listen to Paint Fumes a lot, and they're actually from Charlotte. but
Okay.
They're super cool.
What kind of music is that?
Oh man, it's like garage rock.
Yeah. All right. Paint
You know.
fumes. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I like it.
I mean, it goes
I like
with
it, man.
but-
It's pretty. It's good brandy, man.
Yeah. But I know those guys because of Dougie Ramone, who I was in the No Ways with.
No ways with.
Yeah, Dougie was real good about making sure everyone was friends and got to meet each other.
And that's
everything.
cool, man. That's very cool. So third, I guess the third band we mentioned too. Who's
Mhm.
like the best band that's unknown that
Mm.
you think should be famous
Yeah.
or should be known? I mean, not famous. I mean, famous is great. I want to be famous. Ray, you want to be
Or,
famous?
yeah, like what is
Hell yeah.
famous? Because
A lot of money, Drew. A lot of damn money. A lot of look at me.
Yeah.
Read my lips. Look at me again. A lot of damn money. And if you people out there,
Man.
if you musicians out there are sitting there snarking at that and stuff, you're fools. Because
But like my level.
let me say this. This.
Ah.
Music is art.
Yeah.
The music is a commodity too. If you put out
Yeah.
something great, you should get
For
paid
the
for it.
income, yeah, that's true.
Right?
If you use your talent, it is a learning
Don't
trade
forget,
and skill.
young musicians. I don't care about you hardened musicians out there that think you know every damn thing. I'm talking to young
But they
musicians.
do.
No, I'm going to talk to the young musicians for a minute. Young musicians out there, try to do something original. And try to understand that this is art. Yes, it is art. If it's not art, I wouldn't do it. Ray wouldn't do it, you wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, understand this is a commodity too. If you
Gotta
want to
be
make a living
entertaining.
off of music, you got to make a living off of music, right?
It's that
So,
entertainer thing.
Exactly.
Entertainer instead of artist.
Tell
you
Hank
know?
Williams that tell Hank Williams or Muddy Waters
Yeah.
that this wasn't a commodity,
Yeah.
because that's what they were trying to get out of,
Mm-hmm.
was their situation, which we're all trying to get out of as musicians, is to get to a bigger platform
Mm-hmm.
where this all pays off.
Yeah, to the degree that you desire,
Yeah.
at least.
And the
Well-
success comes in different ways too. I mean, success can come in. It don't mean you got to make $1 million.
The only, like, I would feel like I made it forever.
How would you
Like,
feel?
so
what would be
good.
your tops?
Do you know Hot Rod Walt and the Psycho DeVilles
I
from
have
Atlanta?
heard of those guys.
Well, they're the one I played the Ramones festival with them, but they just tour around, and Walt, the main guy, he's got like a 12-car garage with some hot rods and stuff, you know, and bikes, and he just does shows and stuff, and every now and then he'll pinstripe a guitar for somebody, or he'll do upholstery or paint on a hot rod. Other than that, he just plays guitar, and that's like the dream, you know, to be right
You
there.
know,
You wouldn't want to
in
go
this
any further than
musician
that,
thing,
would
we
you?
all, you know, people can make it such a thing to where, oh, well, he's not this or that if he didn't get to this level.
Mhm.
But you know, success as a musician comes. It's a personal thing. You know, it's how much you want to take it, how far you want to take it.
You can
Mhm.
do you.
You can do
Yep.
you. I mean, you really can. And if you're happy, that's the main thing to me. If you're happy, if you're
Mhm.
happy what you're doing, then you're doing something right. And if you can make a living at it,
Yeah.
boy, you just doubled it. you
Yeah.
know? I mean, man.
But I guess so on that level, a band, I think that should only be able to play or make their whole income and do well or whatever, just playing music, probably paint fumes. I feel like, you know,
that would be the guys that you
Yeah.
think that should be famous. That
I mean,
aren't
they tour
known.
Europe and stuff. In fact,
I gotta check these guys out.
Yeah,
man.
dude.
I mean, really, I
and
got to.
when they were coming back from their European tour, they were in Italy when the coronavirus hit.
Oh man.
And they were the last 3 people, or 4 people, because they had their tour manager with them. They were the last 4 people across the border before they shut the gates. And they,
So they were
had to
real
cancel the
troubadours about
tour.
the whole damn thing.
yeah, canceled their tour and spent like 4 weeks in a Swedish motel.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Sheesh.
I
Well,
mean, they
you know.
pay their dues. If you go off the thing like you pay your dues and you're awesome, then you ought to be there, you know?
And-
but I feel like
and-
they're there to a degree.
But we all find our own personal happiness with success, you know.
Hmm.
And I can't, you can't knock anybody for finding their level of success, because it comes in a lot of different ways. I mean,
Mhm.
some folks are just happy going out and playing for the friends on the weekend. And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
great.
Therapy.
Yeah.
Free therapy.
It's therapy.
Doing stuff like this.
Well,
I'm on top of the world right now.
Well, hey man, we on top of the world too. Why don't you lay another damn tune on us, man?
Yeah.
And we'll
Oh,
boogie
man.
down again, man. What you got?
Well, since we got the acoustics, we'll do another one of my weirder songs.
All right, I like weird.
Yeah.
We're into weird.
Well, I mean, like, with the genre blending like we were talking about, I like the old weird kitschy horror stuff and
Yeah.
make your stuff a little creepy, you know. Help
We got
as
a
your
House
kids,
of Terror back here on
Oh,
the
yeah.
wall here.
Just
That's
speaking Matt's
from when I was
language,
9 years old.
This one's in B, but it goes a little bit weird, and then there's the chorus is the same but starts weird. But
Lay it on me, we'll follow you.
ladies and gents, Matt is world famous, and Ray is very world famous as well. And we didn't rehearse anything; we're just winging it.
We're just
So,
winging it.
See, I'm testing them. I'll throw them
That's
a weird
what
song and
professionals
see,
do.
you know.
MB.
All right, yeah. Local skinny legends, yeah. Comfortable in close quarters. And I could bind you, I'm certain. Why would I go and cage what I've already tamed? 'Cause you look hard to satisfy at a glance, and fragile in my hands. Self-titled, easily unimpressed. Black leather jacket, boots, and your cigarette. Trouble, keep your name clean. Wear all black to hide that obvious gleam. 'Cause you look hard to satisfy at a glance, and fragile in my hands. 'Cause you look hard to satisfy at a glance, and fragile in my hands. Take it away, man. I'll do another one. Damn, it's good. Damn. Man,
Yeah, man.
they need to make a live album of this right here.
Well, we can. We can. Just lay them down. We're putting them up. And, you know, we just do the damn thing.
Man.
Raymond, I'm going to tell you what. We got this thing, you know, every week. We give away some free beer. I'm going to take a break from that
You
because,
talking about that damn pics?
You did. You gave me a beer today.
well, I
Free
give you
beer.
all some
I'm
free,
sorry, I
but,
took it.
But, you know, the ALE got on me. ALE got on me. Roy Cooper got on me. Roy Cooper
Oh.
sent a damn message, told me I can't give away no more damn beer. So
Man,
listen, I'm going to tell you what. We're going to,
beer, isn't it?
well, just
Oh,
hold
man,
up.
I
Hold up.
forgot about this.
Listen, we're just flying under the radar this week. Next week we're gonna give away some beer, but this week I'm gonna give away my album on CD form, The Midnight Strain. And Ray, you just go on, kick it on, man. Tell them what they got to do.
What we got here? Some damn pics.
Ho,
Thumb
ho! What
Yes.
kind of picks you got? All kinds of picks.
Just damn pigs.
Just damn pigs.
The weird ones.
Yes.
All kinds of pigs.
Can you guess how many in here?
Shoot, man. Do I get a guess for real?
Yeah. You like beer, right?
I'm gonna
Oh, you
go
do.
with 37.
37.
37.
I looked on this damn thing last week, and Buddy Hardwood's over here about halfway. You remember this Tony P?
Yes, I do.
He's like halfway. He's like down here or something. He
Yeah.
pops up, and he's like at 36,
Six.
55,
Yeah.
17. What an idiot! What a damn fool, man.
That's your boy.
Well, you know, hey, listen, you know,
He calls you mouthwash.
I know. Oh, listen. I mean, listen. Let me tell you something, dude. He comes over to my house. He'll call me out and be like, "Hey, man, let's get up and party down and have a good time. And I'm gonna supply all the beer and everything." And he comes in here and does shit like piss in my floor in the living room, and then gets mad that I kicked him out, and then and accosts me on Facebook and badgers my name and run. He's got apparently right now. Have you heard about that? I hadn't told you about this. What happened from last week?
What happened?
Oh yeah, he's going crazy.
What do you do?
Made a fake Facebook profile of me.
Oh yeah, he's asking people for money.
Yeah.
He hit me up.
Oh, he hit you up too.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I didn't fall for it,
he's
though,
putting like
man.
ultimatums on people to give me money, or else he's going to expose them and all this stuff. I've had messages
Really?
all day. Look, folks, I apologize.
Strong arm, folks.
I did not send those messages. And he sent like werewolf pornography videos to people.
Man.
Wait, that's
and-
a thing?
That's
nasty.
a thing, dude.
Dude, he's been in here in your house.
I mean,
That's furry at a
he's-
whole new level. Isn't
Dude, he was right here on the floor. He changed into a goddamn
you
werewolf
gotta
last
make sure
weekend.
he's not Facebook Marketplace all your gear.
And drinking your liquor.
Man.
Dude,
Well,
God
if
damn.
anyone can guess how many damn picks in this jar, they'll get an album. Matt Walsh, Midnight Strain. I'm playing the drums on
Yeah,
this.
you
song.
playing the
Alright,
drums on
well,
that.
How many
All
songs
over.
are on
Got
this
a lot
one?
of guesses coming through.
I am not playing. I did not play on this one.
Are you sure?
I'm just holding it and looking at it. Nice.
Does it feel good in your hand?
You know what? It does.
Yeah.
You know what feels good?
There's a CD player around here. I feel it.
You know
Pulling me
what?
towards
Well,
it.
listen.
Yeah.
Speaking, we don't even need CDs. Listen, Drew, we don't even need CDs
Play it.
because we got albums.
Yeah.
I heard this album when I was in college. It took me to about 18 years old till I knew who Taj Mahal was.
Mhm.
And I guess maybe less than 10 years later, I opened up a show for him.
Man.
And I heard this album, man. This is one called Giant Step.
Oh yeah.
And if you flip it over, it's a double album. It's called on the back The Old Folks at
Mhm.
Home.
Yep.
So you know the first side of it is more like rock and roll, upbeat. But then Taj goes back and plays the old, blues, Piedmont blues, Delta
Mhm.
blues, the old stuff. And this is a good one, man. In fact, I think this one might be signed by Taj. No, this isn't the one. I think it was the first album. But anyway, we're gonna put this thing on. We do this little thing up in here. Do you dance?
Oh yeah, man.
You dance?
Yeah, man.
Well, listen,
Alright.
man. I never danced as a musician. I always use being a musician as an
Mhm.
excuse not to dance because I don't dance.
No,
But this
no,
show,
It ties in with the entertainer.
well,
thing.
this show inspired me, man.
You gotta jump up and kick around while you're
to start
singing that
start
guitar.
dancing, and I think we need a little gospel music. We ain't never played no gospel music on the show.
Man,
You want me to play a little something?
Come on, play
you're
something.
play a
trying to
little
melt your guests.
Well, I'm gonna show y'all.
I'm just kidding.
There are some great gospel bands, like the Mighty Clouds.
Yeah.
What else,
Hey, Drew,
Ray?
you can,
Rock and roll came from it.
Oh man,
know?
Like, so
You can put your guitar over here on the.
Yeah.
yeah, okay. So you can because he does dance. We found out he does dance.
Little
All
Pulp
right.
Fiction jiving.
Oh,
Full
yeah.
dancing.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
Make it a little bit better there because I'm scared the damn thing will fall. But I'm
No,
gonna put,
you just don't know how Matt moves around when he dances.
Yeah, I get
That's
kind
a
of
real
crazy.
reason.
I get kind of wild. Me and Ray been doing this twerk off. I don't know if you want to try to do it to this one.
Oh man, turn it up.
You're gonna need somebody on your own child.
Yeah, you got to kind of get down low on this one.
Oh, y'all get up a little bit.
Somebody on your own.
Spread it out.
know, Buddy Hardwell was showing off his little boots last weekend. Mine are real leather. I want to put mine up there. Mine are real leather. They're not pleather.
Mine are snake.
Y'all, well, show them all. Put them up there, man. Let's see what you got, man. Yeah.
I was out in the wild and I just stuck my foot in it. Made it a bit. Huh? Oh yeah.
I think I'm swimming at you, Dave. Come on, man. Come on. Let me talk to you a little bit.
Where's the backup dancers?
There you go, guys.
Oh man.
Sorry to the viewers.
Have mercy.
Sometimes, I mean, it just comes out in me. I have a heart attack when I do it.
Winded sometimes. It gets winded.
Oh, he gets winded?
That's why we're sitting down.
We're just trying to make it so everybody can have a good time. Yes, sir. All right.
Man, oh, man.
Cut that out.
My God.
That was my cardio to make up for driving.
What did you think about it? You liked it? All right. Well,
Hope you're not hungry.
the last thing we usually do on this show is a story from the road. What's the best damn story you got from the road?
Well, when I was playing in the No Ways, we had our bass player and singer Greg. He had another band. Man, I am winded.
I am too. That's
Come on now.
Give a
This
fat
is
guy a
great.
break. I want to talk to you, but man, we just partied.
brother.
I'm good for about 10 minutes.
Where's the
you know?
beer crew?
Oh, young
Man.
cats. And you winded?
Dude, I just turned 30, man.
Ray, I'm an
Anyway.
old man. I'm an old man, Ray.
Yeah.
I'm an old man, Ray.
Well, I'm not winded.
Ray, you starting to sound like Hitman Slim.
He's got to do more and more blues.
Well, according to
Well,
Slim,
been drinking.
according to Slim, he taught Hitman everything he knows.
Right,
book of
right.
lies.
Whatever.
When
That's
you're-
a book of
What a
lies,
thirster.
man.
What a thirster. Hitman Slim is a thirster. But let me, I'll tell you what, Buddy Hardwood, Hitman Slim, Terry Quist, if you're out there, fuck you. Fuck you. Seriously, fuck you.
All
Bunch of
right.
thirster ass.
We're sorry, Drew. We
Lying
didn't mean
ass.
to-
Sorry, man. We got really messed up
Yeah.
last week, man. These
Yeah.
guys, oh, you saw
I
it.
saw it, man.
Guy turned on a goddamn werewolf on the show.
You know,
He
wasn't the
accosted,
government
he
trying to
accosted our
intervene?
MC.
back in the day, I feel like the government had stuff out to try and cut this down a little bit. And
Well,
then-
I'll tell
and
you
let
what,
it build back
If
up.
the government comes with their hand out, turn your ass around and run.
Yeah,
Okay? So, there you go.
they'll put your werewolves in a zoo.
They will put your So, road stories.
Yeah, man. On that divergent there, or divergent.
Yeah, we just took off, man.
Yeah.
We were going to
This
go
is
down
our
Ford
fourth
Fair
year,
Lane, and
man.
you put it down, and
Oh
yeah,
man.
and we did a
Shoot.
Sheesh.
So we were out there. So Greg, the bass player, had a band called the Missing Stairs because in Spain, where he was touring before, if you're a bad person, they called you a missing step or a missing stair, like you would be trouble for whoever hung out with you. And the other guys in the band couldn't play the gig, so we, as the No Ways, jumped on the bill as the Missing Stairs. And so we were the Missing Stairs at that show, but we played all No Ways songs and everything, and
So you went as another
yeah,
band.
that was pretty crazy.
Ever hear of the band Complete?
No,
Oh my God. If anybody's
That'd
out
be hard
there
to look
and you
up.
want to have some fun, go research on YouTube the band Complete. They were some band out of Texas. They may be still around, but I mean it was like the worst music in the world. And we went up to the Milestone. That we found out they were going to play at the Milestone in Charlotte.
nice.
So we went up there to see Complete. We were like, it's a
Oh,
complete,
I get it.
it's a complete
Shoot.
it's a complete train wreck, you know. So we went up there and they didn't show up, right? And so like we as we were leaving, we met these guys in the parking lot, and they were like complete fans
Of
who
you
had
guys?
learned these horrible songs, like learned them as they were like
Whoa.
out of tune, and like it's just go research the shit. And anyway, they were like, well, we've talked to the
Oh my God.
But
Did
no,
they do it?
no, I don't know, because when we went, we just left. But on the way home, we prank called the lead singer complete, and that we had gone to the wrong Charlotte, that we had gone to Charlottesville, Virginia, and they bought it. So
What?
yeah, they bought it, man.
Well, another. Well, shoot, never
Never mind
mind.
that. So listen, something we ask everybody at the end of the show is if you know Buddy Hardwood,
Yeah.
you know Rhodey back here, this guy, you know,
Number 3.
number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. And you know Cowboy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, okay. So Alan Latt. So if you had to build a band around one of these guys as the lead singer, who would you build around it as the band?
I think I'd go with the werewolf.
You go with the werewolf. Everybody goes with the werewolf.
Yeah, well, I mean, in rockabilly, you get that cred. 'Cause
Yeah, you got the werewolf,
thing,
right? Yeah, you
know?
got that whole thing.
I
yeah.
feel like you'd be
Cool.
instant authentic.
Yeah.
You know, gotta go with that.
So who would you put on bass?
God, man.
Maybe you should play the bass.
I mean, I probably should.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not playing bass in any bands.
Lee Rocker.
Yeah.
He came and saw me play at a motel one time.
Really?
The lady said, "Yeah, we had a rockabilly band here for a car show that day. It's like Johnny Rocker or something." I was like, "I don't."
Shoot.
And after the first set, his band came up. So yeah,
Nice.
man, we're with Lee Rocker. He was
Lee
out here
Rocker would
watching
be
your
tight.
set.
I mean, cause the werewolf, if we get him a leather jacket and ditch the, the Seattle
Yeah,
werewolf
grunge
plaid
look, right.
thing,
It's
he's a
all-
grunge
it's
werewolf.
all,
But
dude.
if we
It's
flip
all-
that around and Rockabilly
It's
the
all-
werewolf, then I think we could get Lee Rocker on board.
Well, there's Showbud. Look at there.
Oh my gosh.
Who
this,
would you put on drums?
This guy here.
Who would you put on Showbud on drums?
Man, I think on drums. Man, I guess I'd put my friend Andy on drums.
Andy.
Yeah,
All right, here you
he's a
go out to
beast.
Andy there.
Yeah.
All right.
He's a drummer in Slow Poison too. Also a hot
And who
rod
would you have
guy.
on guitar? Yourself?
Well, I mean that would be pretty fun, as long as the werewolf didn't cause any problems,
Folks, next week, tune in, share it with your friends, share this episode, invite your friends over. This isn't the exclusive party. We want everybody to join and have a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Next week on the Friday Night Gamble, we have a lap steel player and a builder of lap steels.
Oh my God.
Mr. Terry Von Cannon will be in the house. We welcome him. We hope you'll tune in. Showbud, what do you think about the whole damn thing? Showbud's been real sick this week, folks. He had an operation, but he's back to normal. He's back in action. Folks, don't be fooled by imitators. Fear what, Ray?
The originators.
We'll see you back here next Friday. Thank you, Drew.
Thank you, sir. Great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.